Hey guys, what's up? I just want to come on here and just wish everybody a happy new year. You understand? Just remember 2023, same goal, hard work, determination as always. Super, you want to say hi? Happy New Year to the people. But just listen, hard work, dedication, and everything. Same motion.
Welcome back, guys. It's so unfortunate that as this Olympic legend, Usain Bolt has been working so hard on his craft and building a portfolio of glorious work for the future and also to inspire others, and in the process making a fortune, another person is actually sitting in an investment firm and waiting to steal from him. This is what has happened. 2023 did not start well for the Olympic legend. It is reported that about $12 million of his investment in an investment firm in his own country of Jamaica has been stolen from his account, allegedly by a woman in that firm. This is the fastest scam on the fastest man. If you are ready for this true crime story, please buckle up and let's go. So, the multi-Olympic champion Usain Bolt is seeking to recover more than $12.7 million that disappeared from his account with a Jamaican investment firm, and guess what? He's willing to take the case to court if need be. This is what his attorney has put out. Now, a few weeks ago, the former sprinter was informed that his account balance at Kingston-based Stocks and Securities Limited, that is SSL, had inexplicably dwindled to just $12,000, and this came as a surprise. Bolt's account was originally intended to serve as a pension for the 8-time Olympic gold medalist and also for his parents. Now, according to the reports out there, this is what is going on with his account. And according to Bolt's lawyer, they are ready to go to court to pursue the matter if it gets to that extent, because it is a grave disappointment and they are hoping that the matter will be resolved in a way that Bolt will recover his money and be able to live in peace. Rightly so, I agree. But for me, looking at what has been able to happen, I would still push that even if Bolt is able to recover his money, he should still take the firm on and prosecute them to the fullest. Now, this is the case that has come out, and this is what has been said about it so far. But the investment firm, SSL, also came out to put a statement talking about what is going on in the news and what they deem as their side of the story. And this is what they said. According to them, they issued this statement on January 12, and according to them, this is what they are saying. They had become aware of a fraudulent activity by a former employee, and as such, they have referred the matter to law enforcement. And they added that they had taken steps to secure assets and strengthen protocols. And they went on to indicate that it did not immediately respond to an email or phone calls seeking for further comments, because the case is just unfolding. So I think in such situations, they would rather stay more quiet than try to explain everything. Now, the Jamaica Constabulary Force said on Monday that its fraud and financial investigations teams were probing alleged fraudulent activities at SSL, which are said to have affected the accounts of Mr. Usain Bolt, among other individuals. So this means that it's not just Bolt who was targeted and swindled or stolen from, but there are other victims as well. Now, Jamaica's Financial Services Commission on Tuesday said it had installed its own temporary manager at SSL following reports of allegations of fraud that had earlier prompted the commission to put the bank under enhanced oversight. The finance minister, called Nigel Clark, said on Tuesday night that SSL had allegedly committed alarming and evil fraud and that authorities would bring all perpetrators to justice. If you recall, Bolt retired in 2017 after he had dominated the global sprinting space for over a decade, reviving a sport plagued by doping scandals and becoming a household name like Brazilian soccer legend Pelé, and also someone like Messi, Maradona, and American boxing champion Muhammad Ali. Bolt is considered the world's fastest man, holding records in the 100 and 200 meters division. Now, when these issues came up, Bolt quoted lyrics on his Twitter account that read as, "The history of evil, what is the root? Money." But further down the line, Bolt himself came out to also speak on the issue and address his fans who were concerned about him amidst all this chaos. Now, when Bolt came out to speak on this, you could tell from his demeanor that he had been hit. He looked a shadow of his former self, and rightly so. Now, he spoke publicly for the first time on this, and you could tell that it had weighed on him, it had had an impact on him, and who wouldn't suffer from this? Because we are talking about $12 million. Now, the world of athletics has been a place that Bolt has dominated over the years, and if you look at the hard work that he has put in, if you are able to get access to the behind the scenes training of USAIN Bolt, you will see that what he comes to do, the dazzling performances that he puts up on the track in minutes and seconds, is actually something that we see as a finished product based on the hard work he puts in months and even years behind the scenes to get to that peak to put out such a performance. Now, this is what he said. It's always going to be a sad situation for anybody to lose what they have worked hard for. That is a sad situation. I am definitely disappointed. I don't want to say too much, but as we know, from everybody's standpoint, it doesn't look good. I've read a few comments and everybody is confused. I am as confused as the public, but we'll see what happens. No, I am not broke, but it has definitely put a damper on me. It was for my future. Everybody knows I have 3 kids. I am still looking after my parents and I still want to live very well. Let's give it time and see what will happen. For me, it's tough, but I think the years of competing helped me to understand and just focus. I leave the matter in my lawyer's hands and I am just trying to focus on my family and try not to think too much about it because it's a stressful situation. So this is what has been transpiring. Now we have brought you the issue as was reported. We have brought you the statement that the company at the center of it, SSL, put out, and then we have brought you Usain Bolt's comments about the situation when it unfolded. But I'm sure one question is begging in your mind. Who is the actual person who stole this money? Who is that former employee at the center of this scam? Don't worry, we are bringing that to you now. So, this former employee has actually confessed, and this is how it goes. Now, this former employee of the Jamaican investment firm who reportedly had stolen this money confessed to swiping millions of dollars from the Olympic sprinter, and she stole this from his account without his knowledge, and she indicated that it was to help with some personal issues. But after the confession, the cheek of it and the annoying aspect of it is that she had the effrontery to actually go back to Usain Bolt's people, asking them for help in repaying back the money. I don't understand. Her name is Jean-Anne Pantin, or Gian Pantin, and she's the woman behind the financial scandal that has drawn international attention to the Jamaican securities firm, and she reportedly told her employer last month that she took the money from the client's account to cover medical bills for her father and other family emergencies. She did not initially admit to dipping into the legendary athlete's account, but according to a lengthy statement released by SSL 3 days after Pantin's January 7th confession, a representative for Bolt came to the office and said an employee serving as client relationship manager had turned up at their offices to confess that she had falsified statements provided to them and had stolen money from them and other SSL clients and was requesting for help. Now, it just baffles my mind. Now, although this statement did not name Pantin, it was reported by some credible sources who had obtained a copy of the sworn affidavit from the former employee admitting to stealing from the accounts of customers at SSL. And strangely enough, it goes on to say that SSL has now come out to indicate that they did not even know USAIN Bolt was involved until after the person from his management team came forward. So they are saying they didn't even know USAIN Bolt was a customer of the institution, not to even talk of being a victim in that ongoing scandal. How can this be? You have the world-class USAIN Bolt as a customer of your firm, and he was able to bring in $12 million and some change, and you never knew he was part of the portfolio of the investment firm. This brings into question the internal controls around whatever was going on in that firm. I haven't gotten any access to view the details of their portfolio and other stuff, but to have this come out, I think it puts their internal controls in question. Now, it is believed that the reasons that Pantin did not initially confess to defrauding USAIN Bolt are: 1. She was aware of the tremendous spotlight which the Bolt name would bring to bear on her activities. And then 2, amazingly, she, for whatever reason, despite having admitted to the Bolt management team that she was also stealing from USAIN Bolt and Bolt was one of her victims, apparently, she still believed that she could borrow the money from the Bolt management group to repay the other SSL clients. So what is she trying to do? It's like you've already stolen $12 million from USAIN Bolt and other clients, and even though you haven't repaid his money back to him, you've gone back to his management to help you with money so you can pay off the other clients. So then at the end of the day, you have stolen $12 million from USAIN Bolt and you owe him extra money that his management team would have given you to offset monies that you've stolen from other people. How stupid do you think they are? And how do you come up with such a plot? How does she sleep at night? I'm wondering. It's strange. Now, it just puts the whole Jamaican financial system into question. You know, so where were the checks? Who was checking what? Who was checking this so-called relationship manager? But fast forward, the security authorities have come in and the home of this so-called former relationship manager was raided by the police. Watch this video. Now, after the raid, investigations are still ongoing, and it is rumored that the FBI are also looking to come in, and I think that would be excellent. Over the years, we've had some financial institutions in some countries taking matters into their own hands and then just deciding to dip their hands into customers' monies. When I say financial institutions, I don't mean the entire institution, I mean their staff, some of their staff who are themselves agents of that institution. So per the agent's principal relationship, what their staff do wraps off on the company itself. And I think that we need to clamp down on these things and set very clear examples with corporates like this. I'm waiting to see how this case will unfold. I'll be following it keenly, and I'm praying that all the perpetrators involved will get the maximum sentencing and they'll be used to set us an example for other people. I hope Usain Bolt and all the other victims will get their money back. Listen, it's not easy when you break your back, work so hard to get money to set up your future and that of your loved ones, and then you have somebody sitting somewhere who is asking you to trust them as an institution, and they can't put proper controls and checks in place to prevent their employees from stealing your hard-earned money. I think he should sue the institution itself, sue their staff, and sue any other institution or body that he can be able to sue from the chain of events. I'll be following this issue. Leave your comments in the comment section. If you agree with me, just type agree. If you don't agree with me, let me know why you don't agree. And leave your comments about what you think Bolt should do. What should his next line of action be? And if you agree the FBI should come in, just type FBI and let's see how this goes. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't done so. Hit the post notifications button so you get to know firsthand as soon as we put content out. And hey, thanks for the support. We appreciate you. Catch you next time.